Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Scott, this is Tito, and you're watching Tito the African Gray. Tito's doing good this morning. He just got done having his midday snack. He's a little vocal. He's real talkative this morning. But today I want to talk to you. I've been getting a lot of comments, a lot of questions and stuff about where I get my cage from, what kind of, how do I house them, what his cage is, all the things I provide for Tito. He's grumbling, y'all. All the things I provide for Tito and his setup and what it takes housing him and make sure he's a healthy, happy African Gray, huh? So let me put him on his tree stand, y'all, and we'll get into it. Alright, so what I have here, first of all, this is Tito's cage. This is where he lives. This is an A&E cage made by A&E Cage Company. I got this cage when I got Tito. The cage came with him, which I was very fortunate that it's an A&E cage and it's a very large cage. I like the cage to be big enough for the bird to spread his wings and stretch out. And that's what the cage really needs to be. Somewhere for him to stretch his wings out where he doesn't touch the sides. He can move around, not feel cluttered. You got room to hang toys in there and all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna move the camera around, y'all. I apologize, but I want you to see this cage and the setup. So here we have it. It's A&E cage. Big cage. Let's see, for height comparison, I'm 5'9". Top of the cage comes right about here, and it goes all the way to the floor. So it's a really good cage. It's a big cage, got plenty of room for all his toys and everything. And before I go any further, I just want everybody to know all these items I'm going to link below, where if you like the cage, you like what the tree stand, the stands, all the stuff I'm about to show you, you could go in there, click on it. The Amazon link's in the description below. You could click on it, get you one for your parrot. And as well as I'm going to have some reading materials in there for if you're planning to get a parrot or an African Gray. A lot of stuff on this channel is geared towards African Grays. That's because Tito's an African Gray, but it's also for good information for other parrots. This cage here is plenty big enough to house a macaw, cockatoo, even, you know, your larger parrots will be comfortable in this cage. Which, keep in mind, I don't keep Tito in this cage 24/7. Most of the time during the day, he's out on his tree stand, which is right over here, which I will get to in a minute. But let's go through this cage. Let me show you some of the aspects of this cage that I like. Number one, it's good quality build. It's sturdy. The white is very attractive to look at when it's in the house. It's not black. It's not dark and groomy. You know, that's why I went with the white. I wanted something to let light in. There's black ones. If you prefer black, you could get them in black. I just like the white because I feel like it lets more light in, it's more vibrant, and it goes with the room a lot better. But anyhow, this cage has 4 food bowls. There's one here. As you can see, it holds the dishes securely. They're tight in there. This bar right here runs across the top, so when you close the door, your parrot can't get the bowl out and flip it. And that's what's nice. They can't dump these bowls. They're kind of locked in there. And then when you shut the hatch on it, it has these strong hatches, as you can see. So they securely lock. I don't believe any parrot's going to be able to pull that. It's on a spring. It's pretty sturdy. Same with the water bowls. Same with the water bowls. They latch in securely. They're in place. They can't dump them. This water bowl particularly, Tito likes to take a bath in. But like I said, it comes with 4 feed dishes, 2 water bowls, 2 feed dishes, or vice versa, however you want to set it up. The back one there, I put his fruits and vegetables in. There's no one identical on the other side. That's where I put his pellets. He has access to pellets all day long. It's got plenty of room for perches, as you can see. He's got basically, I'd say 5 perches. This one splits, so I'd call that as 2. Plenty of room for toys. I mean, these aren't really small toys. They ain't really huge. But like I said, he's got plenty of room to move around. Plenty of space. Generally, he doesn't go to the bottom of his cage. That's not where they like to be. They feel threatened when they're on the ground. So naturally, he don't go down there. But this cage got to get cleaned again this week, y'all. Pardon the mess. I do clean it every week. I do clean out the bottom tray. But as you can see, it's quite large. And the door on this is what I really like. It's big. It's from top to bottom. It's, you know, I can sit in here. I can fit in this door. That's how big it is. So that's awesome. That's very nice to have. That way you don't have a tight little door like you see at cages and big name pet stores, you know, where it just fits your hand, barely gets the bird out, and you're reaching in there fighting the bird, trying to get them out. This eliminates all that. You just reach in, get your parrot out, let them come out on their own. They can climb up to the top, and it's very easy access to everything in this cage. I love it. It's actually very nicely made. This little tab up top, this is, yes, it has the company's logo on it, A&E Cages again, but this serves a purpose, y'all, and I'm gonna show you that. When you close the door, you spin it upwards and it catches the door. So the door can't open when that's down. The other nice thing is the latches on these. Before, they used to have the old slide mechanism on cages, and parrots are very intelligent, very smart. They see you do it once or twice, they'll figure it out. But these here swing down and they lock in. So this door is not coming open. And if your parrot does happen to get that open, again, this little tab is going to block it from opening. So, and if he's up here messing with this tab, he gets the tab up here and thinks he's going to go down there and get that latch. Well, the tab's going to swing back down. So it's like double secure, nice. I like it. Tito doesn't give us any issues with trying to get out of his cage. That's another benefit to having a big, wide open cage. That's their security spot. That's where they feel safest. And if it's big and it's roomy, you're not going to have a problem with your parrot wanting to try to escape. Now, in the morning when I do get his feed and I leave these feed doors open, he'll stick his head through there. You might have seen that on one of my short videos. But for the most part, Tito doesn't try to get out. The other nice thing about these cages is the tray, this grill on the bottom, slides out. So it's easy to clean, totally removable. The bottom pan slides out right here. There's a space between the grate and the bottom of where the droppings are. It's far enough where if your bird drops something down in there, a toy piece, and it falls to the very bottom tray, he's not going to be able to reach it and get back up and contaminate the rest of his cage, which is pretty nice. This cage also does come with an arch like ladder system with a perch that goes across the top. And then there's this space right here is for another tray where you could put that in there. So when he's on his perch during the day, the droppings will fall onto this tray and they won't fall through his cage and contaminate everything. So, but the reason I don't use that is because I felt like it put a roof on his cage and it kind of gave him more shade than anything. And I wanted him to get as much light as he could during the day. Not to mention the ladder parts arcs upward, and the perch would have put Tito like almost touching the ceiling, and I didn't want none of that, so I went ahead, did away with that part. But if you have vaulted ceilings in your houses, which unfortunately I don't, you could probably use that part. When I got the cage, it had it on there. The gentleman I got Tito from was using it. Could be nice, but to alleviate that and do the right thing by Tito, we'll move right along. I went and I got him this Java tree. And again, this cage will be linked in the description below, where you can get one for yourself for your own parrot, or just check out A&E cages all together and see which one better suits you for your parrot and your type bird. I'm sure they got smaller ones for parakeets, and they've got larger ones for macaws. I mean, they got double macaw cages and with dividers in them. I mean, they've got a whole slew of selection of cages to look through. So, you know, go on there, check them out. The link's below in the description. Be sure to click on that and find the cage that's right for your bird. This cage right here, I think it goes for about $1,000. Again, they have other cages at different price ranges, so you're not obligated to buy this particular one. When you click that link, you can shop through Amazon, that's fine. And any purchases you make will benefit Tito at no extra cost to you. So again, I just want to put it out there. I am an Amazon associate. I do earn from qualified purchases, but again, all purchases help Tito at no extra cost to you. So keep that in mind. We appreciate it. So let's move on to his tree. And the star of the show is on his tree right now, y'all. That's Tito. So there's his tree. This is a Java tree. And again, the link will be on Amazon where you can get this tree. Just a little disclosure, just so you know, when you order these trees, you do not get the exact tree in the picture on the ad on Amazon. The one that I looked at and I clicked on is the one that's on Amazon in the link below. I thought that was the one I was going to get. I ended up getting this one. The branches are different shapes and sizes. Still good quality tree, good item, but no two trees are identical. These are actual Java trees. May come from Indonesia, I believe. This tree right here, I want to say it was $450. As you can see how tall I am and where it comes to on me, which is nice. It has a dropping tray. It comes with a dropping tray. This is not the original dropping tray. The one it came with was a little less in width, about same in length, but less in width. And that was so it can fit through a doorway. But however, what I discovered was the tree branches extended past the dropping tray. So when he would defecate, some would get in the tray where they belong, others would hit the floor. So to alleviate that, I just simply went out in my garage and made him a whole new tray for it, a whole new base. And it works well. It was easy to put together. But the one that comes with it is perfectly fine. I used it for a good while. I just got tired of cleaning up around the stand. I wanted all his droppings to fall on the corn cob, which is what I have on the bottom of this tray. It's corn cob. You buy it on Amazon. Again, the link's going to be in the description below. And I simply just spread it out on the tray here. The tray has a lip to hold it in, and it catches everything that drops down. And it's really easy for me to clean it up because I use my shop vac to vacuum it up. And within minutes, it's all vacuumed up clean. And I put down new corn cob, and it works perfectly. As you can see, it has, excuse me. As you can see, he has plenty of toys on it. The toys do not come with it, obviously. I bought the toys. Again, there'll be more descriptions below for toys for your parrots. You can go through those as well. I did a whole video on toys, unboxing toys from Amazon. This is one of his new ones he got yesterday. This is also another new one he got from yesterday. And they just simply have these little rings, and you just clip the toys on, and as you can see, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 toys hanging on here, and it keeps him busy. It also comes with food dish, so he has access to pellets during the day. His water dish is right here, and there's Tito wanting to step up, y'all. Say hey, say hey. And Tito just loves it. He loves hanging out on his tree. It gets him out of his cage. It's good exercise for your bird. It's a nice safe space for him when he's out of the cage. That's why I did away with just the perch on top of his cage, and I went to getting him a stand. Again, there are different type of Java trees. You can get tabletop versions. You can get full stand versions like this. Bigger ones, smaller ones. There's a wide range. So if you click that link below, you can search through all the different types they have and pick one out for your parrot. I love it. I absolutely love it. I added some more of these rings on here. They're easy to add. You go down to Lowe's and you can buy a package of them and drill a little hole and screw them in there, and then you can add an abundance of toys. Like you see, 2 of these are empty right now. I got to hang some toys. But again, it's a safe space for your bird when he's out of the cage. He's not going to destroy your furniture. He's content on his tree. He's got his toys. He's doing great. The other item I have for Tito, and he was just on it a little bit ago, so excuse the mess, but that would be his training perch. This is a training perch. It's on casters as well as a cage. I forgot to mention the cage is on casters, and the tree stand's on casters. So it's easy to move around the house. This stand is his training perch. I put him on that when I want him to focus and I want to do direct training with him. That, or if we're all in the kitchen sitting at a table, or we're in another room and we want to quickly have somewhere for him to perch and join us in another room, he can do that. He can be on this. I can take him out in my garage. He can stand on this while I work, do whatever. I mean, it comes in really handy. It comes in really handy. And it's easy to clean. Again, all these items here, I just take outside and use my pressure washer and clean all of them. So it works out good. The other item I have for Tito is, I have to go out here in the garage and show it to you. This here is his other cage he has. And this cage is the cage I use for boarding when I take him to the borders, when we go on vacation, on trips. It's smaller than the one in the house. Again, it has the nice latch, has a little tab up top for double security, nice big opening door, and pull out tray for the droppings. Really good. This one also came with stuff for on top for him to perch on, but again, I use this for a boarding cage, so he doesn't need that. He stays in the cage when he's at boarding. I don't want nobody getting him out while he's at boarding. Just don't want to have the risk of him flying out the front door or something like that. I'd be heartbroken. Again, it's got plenty of room for purchase. This one comes with two feed trays, feed bowls. They're not in here now, but same principle. It's got doors. They swing out. You put the cup in there, and got one here and one here, which is nice, you know, for boarding. It's convenient, it's easy, and not too hard to clean again. So you don't have to necessarily have 2 cages. We do board Tito. You know, we travel often, and if I can't take him with me, I'm gonna have to board him. So I have to provide the cage for boarding and all that stuff. So that's a smaller cage, compatible, you know, so I can easily move it in my truck to boarding to home. This one, however, is a lot larger, a lot heavier, So that would be kind of a pain in the neck, moving back and forth all the time. The other aspect of this big cage in the house I forgot to show, and this is a pretty neat little feature here. This here is a breeding door, which means you can have a bird box in here if you were breeding a pair of, you know, parrots, whatever, parakeets or something. You could affix their box inside here and have an opening to the back of the door, back of the box, through this hatch to see if you got eggs or something like that. So I thought that was pretty neat. I'll probably never use it because I'm not planning on breeding any parrots, but it's there. It's also pretty convenient sometimes when I'm trying to get a toy out that's, you know, hooked up in the back top here by this door. I can simply open the door, reach in, unscrew the toy, and get it out. Just overall well-built cage. The stand is very nice. Again, it's on Amazon. That will be in the link. The tree will be in the link on Amazon, in the description. I'm sorry, in the description there'll be links for all these items. So feel free to click on them. Along with these items, I'm going to put some links to various parrot toys, you know, because I know people are always shopping for toys. I know I am, and it's very convenient. You can just go in the link below, click on the link, purchase some of these toys or select some other toys for your bird, which I'm going to probably be ordering toys today, as a matter of fact. He goes through them quick. He goes through them quick. So I'm going to have some reading materials linked below, all through Amazon, that you can get. One thing I want to talk about in this video too, since I'm on the subject of what you need when you have a parrot like Tito, or a larger bird, or any parrot for that matter. Tito, let's get Tito down here. He's dying to get on my shoulder, y'all. He's dying to get on my shoulder. Come on, get up there. So before I got Tito, I did a lot of research on what it takes to house a bird like this, or even own one, to care for them. And all these items I have come up with through my research. And before I get anything, y'all, I like to research the heck out of it. I want to make sure it's quality. I don't buy junk for my parrot. I make sure he got quality items, such as this cage. A&E cages are quality. They're very good. I can't recall the name brand of the Perch, but again, it'll be in the link in the description. The Java tree, again, quality, very good. He's not going to chew up that Java tree. That's very hard wood, but it's very good for them. So I did my research, and if this cage didn't come with Tito, this was the company I was going to go to anyhow and buy a cage. Probably buy this exact cage. Luckily for me, it came with Tito, so I got a little bit of bonus from that. But I still had to buy the cage in the garage for his boarding. I bought the stand, I bought the Java tree. And before I even got Tito, I did research on what these birds entail, what it is to own them, what it is to care for them. And like I said, a lot of those reading materials are linked in the description below. They're very helpful. I hope you take time, check those out. I researched, you know, finding an avian vet before I even bought Tito, before I even had a parrot. I found an avian vet in my area, so I want to make sure he was covered. I found a place to board him, because I know I travel, and I don't want to have that problem of finding somebody to watch him while I'm gone. So I did all this before I got Tito. I just researched, and these videos are helping to help y'all hopefully take something from it. You know, good quality cage, good stands. Click the links below. You can have access to the same stuff that Tito has. Tito's very happy. He's very healthy, well taken care of, and that's what you want for your bird. So quality items count. They count. They really do. So if you have, you know, an African gray, you don't necessarily have to have the huge, large cage like I got. Bigger is better for these birds. But a cage like I have in the garage perfectly suitable for a parrot Tito size. He could easily live in that. Again, if you don't keep them in their cage all day long anyhow. So I mean, that cage would be perfectly suitable for full time for him. But I was fortunate, he came with this. I bought that one for a boarding cage. And all in all, Tito's a good, healthy bird. He's happy. Huh. He likes to grumble at me, y'all. He's not to the point of talking yet. Again, when he's out on my shoulder or on my hand, he's grumbling, he's trying, he's getting there. He's scared of the camera. He's camera shy, as you can see. But anyhow, hey, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, click on the links below if you like any of the items I talked about and you'd like to get them for your parrots. Again, I'm an Amazon associate. I earn from qualified purchases. However, all this stuff goes to helping Tito at no cost to you. So click those links below. Make sure you grab some of these items. They're great. You'll love it. Your parrot will love it. And once again, I'm Scott. This is Tito, and you're watching Tito the African Gray. Thanks for watching.